Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. If you are new to my channel, I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I am very grateful. I'm just clearing the Oracle of E deck, which we will be using to kick off this pick a card reading about reasons to be proud of yourself. That's what we're going to be looking into today and getting info and insight on and some direction for you. If you don't know me yet, my name is Jody. I'm an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. You can find out all about my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. So 4 piles together here from the Oracle of E, and I am going to show them to you. Quick reminder that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading. It is not an individual reading. So as you are listening to your reading, just make sure that you're taking the divine nuggets and the information and insights that are resonating with you and leaving the rest. All right, we've got our 4 piles here ready to go. Let's see if I can... There we go. Center them for you. So let's take a look at pile 1. What do you have here? Just say no for group 1, pile 1, card number 51. Okay. Just say no. Card 2, group 2, right side up. And that is the first card in this deck, number 1, right side up. You're just asking your intuition which card you are being drawn to give you the information and insights about reasons you can be proud of yourself. Card 3, Magic Carpet. That is a 42, card 42. And last but not least, group 4, card 4, Bazinga. Love these cards. They're lighter and they're fun. That's card number 19 for group 4, pile 4. All right, so take a good look. Let your intuition guide you. Of course, you know, if you're guided to more than one reading, you can watch multiple readings. Once you've made your selection, you can head down below to the timestamps to head right to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. Today, we are going to get insight and direction on reasons to be proud of yourself, which is a wonderful topic. I love this topic. If you're listening to this, then you chose the first card, card 51 in the Oracle of E deck. Just say no. And I am going to start your reading by reading the description because they're just so fun in this deck. I absolutely love this deck. So let's see what this means for you to kick off your reading, group 1. The divine buzz. Everybody has a different phrasing for it. Being in the now, a connection with all that is, living in the moment. Here's the thing. There are no words that can explain it. But baby, you know you can feel it. Savor it for all it's worth. This is talking about the divine knowing. So I'm guessing group number 1, that there have been sparks and divine nuggets and divine messages and signs that have been coming in for you. And if you've been noticing and you understand, just say no, right? It's a knowing. Well done you. So give yourself a pat on the back for sure for noticing the divine messages and signs that are coming in for you. I, for one, am very proud of you. I'm sure that the universe and your spirit team who is orchestrating those signs are also extremely proud of you for noticing and allowing them to connect with your inner knowing. So what I'm going to do now is just set up your reading here so we can get some more info. Oh, this one, thank you. So Daily Crystal Inspiration card. Super Attractor card, which will be an affirmation. So this will be a little bit of advice at the end of your reading. Ooh, let me get that. There you go. The end of your reading. This will be an affirmation for you to take with you. Whoa. We're going to flip that over, but the one that showed its face to me is how I'm taking it, okay? And I like the element of surprise in a reading at the end. Really liking them setting that up for us. Okay, let's see what we've got for the Sacred Creators Oracle to see what else you have to be proud about. I love that you're in divine knowing. That's huge. It's the opposite of thinking. I see this one, and they want this one. All right. Getting two here. Let's see what else is here for you, group one. Unstick the stuck. So well done. You've been able to come out of the unstuck energy for yourself because you're sitting in the knowing. Huge. This is such a big deal, group one, because our thoughts and our mind really send us on tracks that restrict us or can box us in, and it can block our divine knowing for sure. 46, 1. The Magician. Okay? The Magician card. Which means you're manifesting. You're sitting in the knowing. You're connecting with spirit. This is really a reason to be proud of yourself, for sure. Change maker. Make waves. Woo! 46 and 45. So they're talking about your age or how this might be, these numbers may be significant for you. So maybe you're moving into your 46th year, you're 45. For some of you, that may be an age thing or just significant numbers. 45 this into 46 or 46 into 45. Just they're having me mention that. The change maker making waves thing is you've taken this divine knowing and you've been using it in your life to create change, create positive change in your life, group one. So definitely pat yourself on the back for that. Because this is really a positively driven reading today, we are taking all the tarot upright, which is fun. Although I do love reading a reversed card. Taking them all upright. This is the mini white sage. And I'm so excited. Unsticking the stuck. There's two and one more. Thank you for the top. Okay. 4 of Swords. You've been able to give yourself the breaks you need. You've been listening in the rest. If you've been paying attention to your self-care, huge for you, group one. This is what's helping to unstick you. Or again, sticky situations is what they just said. The knowing that you're stepping into, that what they're talking about, the reason to be proud of yourself is noticing those signs and messages and being able to use them in your life. So knowing when to rest and unsticking yourself. The Strength card, look at that. So you're a very strong person. You've got willpower, which is, catapulting you into this change maker energy. So you are a change maker. When you have the knowing and you trust the knowing, it allows you to feel like, oh, I'm not stuck in this anymore, whether it's stuck in indecision or, feeling like you're stuck in a certain point in your life or a certain segment is the word they're using, segment of your life. You are able to do what you need to connect within and rest. The 4 of Swords is about really allowing yourself to have, be restored. Rejuvenation, knowing when you need to rest. This is such a big lesson for so many people. I'm really amazed, group one, you've mastered this or you're in the process of mastering it, and you should definitely be proud of yourself. If you're letting yourself rest when you need to rest, you know when to step away. And what it does is it's just been able to unstick you, provide you with the strength you need, the willpower and determination you need to move forward and make these changes. Wow. That are going to benefit you or already benefiting you. So you need to, yes, be very proud of yourself about what you've been able to do. The 9 of Pentacles is a fulfillment card. It's about money, it's about work, it's about making moves and them coming to a place of fruition where you're like, wow, look at what I've been able to accomplish just by making these changes. Also, if you are... They're giving me this line of you being, the way that they're saying it is not your average bear. Not your average bear. Okay. Group one. And that's amazing. You're able to take your uniqueness and make waves with it, perhaps. Maybe affect other people really positively. And this creates wonderful abundant energy. So if you have not yet seen the fruits of your labor, seeing the outcome of what you've been changing, what you've been unsticking, listening to the knowings, it's coming. This Nine of Pentacles says you will sit in a place where you are now receiving on the back of the rest, the opening. This card really feels like, it feels like the higher perspective card, like the judgment card to me a bit. But because it's a 46-1, it has the quality of the magician card, which is about being able to manifest whatever it is that you want, knowing your true power. So you step into your knowing, you allow yourself to take the breaks where you need to get the clarity, which provides you with a massive amount of strength and determination. And then you're using that as well to make huge changes or to move forward on your divine path with this kind of knowing because you're really trusting it. Also, 51-6 is the Lover's card. This is about choice. So you're choosing to pay attention to the divine nuggets or the messages and signs that your spirit team is providing you. You're really in co-creation mode, and I love that. You should definitely be proud of yourself. That's not always an easy thing to do, especially on a day in and day out basis, is how they want me to say it. So sometimes it's about resting and disconnecting. Other times it's about really paying attention, being aware, having your antennas up, and co-creating with spirit. And this is going to provide you, if you have not seen this already, this Nine of Pentacles energy, you are going to see that for yourself, group one. Just being able to be like taking care of yourself. Things are taken care of. You feel really good about what you've been able to accomplish and do. Thank you. So I'm going to get just 4 more cards. I'd like some more information. Thank you. About what you've been able to accomplish with these changes that you've put in place, perhaps, or with your beautiful courage and strength. Oh, yes. You are making moves. The Chariot, progress and movement forward. Well done. All the moves you're making really feel aligned, I would say, only because you're giving yourself the chance to receive the higher perspective, to see it from a different viewpoint if you need to. You're not, it doesn't feel like you're pushing. This is I can't explain. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. It's hard to explain how very important this is, this kind of energy. Again, we have a mind. It's not easy to get into this energy, so you should be very proud of yourself. And you're making moves on the back of that. You're really being able to move things forward with your intuition. The High Priestess energy, of course. She is the one who listens to the knowing. You know, sometimes the High Priestess, they say, you know, she just knows. She doesn't have to talk. She makes moves with the knowing, right? And that's it. And that's what you've been able to do, group one. Like, amazing. So you are trusting your intuition, trusting your knowing, and using it clearly to move yourself forward. This is movement to success, the Chariot card, right? So this is not just like moves without purpose. It's moves with purpose. And as you can see, it's moving you to a very fulfilled energy. Yes. 4 of Coins. She has greed and control here. Although what they're giving, the changes that you're making are going to bring you this kind of stable energy. It's like you have these 2 behind you and you're grabbing for 2 more, and this is going to continue to come in on the back of that, which is why you get to this energy. However, I would just take note of this, group number 1, because again, it's not, you're a human being co-creating with spirit. So listening to your intuition and your divine knowing moving forward doesn't mean you're exempt from the human qualities that allow us to check ourselves, or sometimes allows our spirit team to come in, drop a nugget, drop a message in order to throw us off. So I would just take note, greed and control, because she has those words with this particular deck, and this is the one we're using. I would just take note. Make sure you keep your ego in check, group number 1. Okay, I don't feel that you're ego heavy, but I think you're really making waves here. And sometimes when you get on that track, right, again, like I said, they're giving the indication, it's sort of a heads up. So lucky you from spirit that says, we're going to look to, we're going to test. I call it a test. They don't like me to say that, but that's what it feels like when you're human. Like, are you guys testing me? They want me to call it an opportunity because Spirit always sees everything as an opportunity. So you may be having tests or opportunities showing up on your path for them to check you here with this kind of energy. The goal of it, as you are making changes and possibly creating more wealth for yourself, or beginning to see that, if you haven't already started seeing that, you're going to start to see it. As that's happening, they want you to be very aware. And I think that luckily, like I said, they're giving you a heads up because you have been able to trust the signs. But as I said, it doesn't make you exempt from the markers and the checks that are going to come in divinely for you to see if this is really where you're staying in alignment. That's usually what the checks and the opportunities are for. Let's see what they do in this situation and if they're going to stay in this high vibrating co-creation type of alignment. They're not going to be over egoic is how they want me to say it. So I would pay attention here because what the incoming success is meant to provide you is not only fulfillment, but stability with this card, group number 4. And finally, the 5 of Cups, pessimism and depression. So yeah, these two are real warning cards because you've been able, here is the abundance, right? It's right behind you. So you see, she's just paying attention to these cups here that are spilled. It's not like you're not going to make mistakes. Thank you. It's not like you're not going to make mistakes or you're going to come upon like I said, challenges, obstacles in your path. That is a human thing. And some of those are very divinely placed in order to check us. And so make sure with these 2 cards, it's a nice warning from Spirit. As you're making these changes and you're making waves and you're using your willpower to move forward to this fulfillment energy, you just want to pay attention to what it is you are focused on for real. Are you staying in the knowing and then using that intention to stay in a vibration that is high frequency? Or are there times where you're letting yourself be kind of overtaken by disappointment here? Or you keep going when you've already learned to rest, you've already learned to take the breaks. If you see some momentum going because of all these beautiful intuitive moves you're making, and then you start to get like, well, I can make more if I just keep going, and you're not listening, I would be very closely paying attention to that, because I think that Spirit is giving you this information in order for you to know it's coming, because in those spaces and places, you get to choose. 56-1, the Lover's card, choice. You get to choose whether or not, you're going to pay attention to your intuition or check in again or take a break if you're not clear, and really notice what you've been able to accomplish as opposed to focusing on what kind of mistake you made or what you may be observing as a failure. Because again, it feels like you're able to move, you've gotten to a place where you can move something to a higher perspective if you allow yourself to take a break. So pay attention to those moments, continuing forward, that intuitively, I need to stop here. I'm getting carried away with this. This feels a bit out of alignment. Or when something's just off, that's a really good sign that you're paying attention to the knowing, right? When something feels just off a little and you don't know what it is, that is not the time to forge forward, right? That is, that is not the time to start making decisions from your mind only. You want to make sure that you take a moment to check in and do that, because again, as I said, this is leading to financial fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Although this is not the 9 of Cups, I just feel it here because it just feels like you're moving from your intuition so beautifully that if you run into places where you feel a bit of lack energy or things are not happening as fast or you make a mistake, that's all right. Right? Mistakes are important, just as important, sometimes more so than the easy successes that come, because the mistakes help you to reflect, take the break to reflect, unstick yourself if you're feeling low or down, and help you move back into your strength with more wisdom to make even more waves and gain this beautiful prosperity. You have been making moves. Well done. You're trusting your intuition. Well done, you. They're giving you some nice warnings here. I love this energy. Yes, just say no. Exactly. Let's see what we have for final guidance here for you. Soothe your soul. And this feels here. See the coloring? It's very clear. This is like a bright blue. This is like a calming blue, as with the unstuck energy here. Celestite, soothe your soul. It does feel to me that you can feel this momentum, and you should be proud of yourself for listening and really beginning to step into that knowing and co-creation, because it is a fun ride. But here they're really giving you the final advice to allow yourself to continue to be connected in it, if you will. Soothing your soul is the knowing, right? Because it's always the truth. When you tap into that knowing, when you're getting the messages and you're moving through and you're moving forward intuitively, you can trust there. And if it doesn't feel just right, rest, take the break. Trust your intuition to lead you. You should be very proud of how far you've come in listening to your intuition. Group 1. Okay, and final affirmation for you. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. So this may be the track, the alignment that you want to stay on or come back to, especially if you do make a mistake. This affirmation feels like the line of alignment for you, group number 1. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. And she just sits there with her heart center as she rests. So again, if you run into a mistake, remember this affirmation and use it readily, is how they said. Because it's going to bring you back into alignment. That's really all we're doing here anyway, right, guys? We're human, and so we find ourselves out of alignment, and we're meant to choose to get back into a certain alignment. That's the whole point. Our whole power of choice is all about frequency, because everything is energy, including us. And you are in a high enough frequency now where you are connecting to the knowing. So you're calling it in and you're co-creating. You're throwing the line back and forth with spirit. This is amazing, right? Energy, giving and receiving, channeling and doing. But if you do run into a mistake or a failure, which will happen, so count on it. Remember, it's not a bad thing. Remember to flip that, soothe yourself, trust the truth within you. Ask yourself, what am I learning? Ask your team, what am I learning here? And if you start going down this line of self-deprecating thoughts or unworthiness energy, this is what you return to. This is the alignment. I'm worthy of feeling good, because it will bring you back, unstick you, reignite your willpower to help you change things and make waves again in order to get to the prosperous place that you're meant to be. So you have everything to be proud of. Amazing co-creation. Amazing listening to the messages and signs. Well done, group number 1. This is your reading. If you found it helpful, let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment down below. If you know someone else that you'd like to share it with, please feel free to do so that they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the little notification bell, so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. So excited for you. Stay in that co-creation. Don't let yourself get down with this kind of energy, right? Those mistakes and those failures are divinely orchestrated for you to learn even more, to be able to create even more fulfillment in your life. Well done. Definitely something to be proud of. Keep co-creating. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be looking at reasons you need to be proud of yourself. If you're listening to this, you chose the second group, card number 1, kicking off this deck with right side up. There's a new beginning happening, of course, here when you pick this card. Number 1, let's go. All right, I'm going to read from the deck because this is just such a fun deck. I love the short messages that it is included. And so right side up, it says for you, group 2, it is now safe to unbuckle your seatbelt. Doesn't matter how it looks, you're on the right path. Unseen forces are working behind the scenes, smoothing out the bumps, righting all injustices. Any apparent blip is nothing but a reminder to pay attention and say thank you. The scales are tipping in your favor. Everything is coming back into balance. It's time to trust that what goes down must come up. This is a new path. So you should be very proud of yourself right off the bat by just accepting the new path, okay? You're headed in the right direction. This card is the Magician card, the number 1 card, which means you've manifested this. You've been able to choose for yourself, decide for yourself what it is that you want. You've been putting the energy and work into it. You've been taking inspired action. So well done. Well done, group number 2. Also, I get this vibe of the Wheel of Fortune energy from this. Like spirit is involved in bringing in luck. It's connected to destiny and purpose. So I wouldn't be surprised if on the back of your inspired action and the fact that you are choosing this beautiful new path for yourself, even if you are unsure where it leads and what's going to happen, you need to be proud of yourself for that, just for starters. It's a beautiful energy. So pulling for the end of your reading with the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck, and here with a Super Attractor, just to end with a nice little affirmation. And in pile 1, I was finding that this affirmation is really, it's a frequency, it's a line, it's an alignment for you. So we'll leave that here for the end of your reading. Okay, let's take the Sacred Creators and find out more about this new path you're forging, is how they wanted me to say it just then. Yes, that you're forging. I'm excited. New beginnings often come with endings, and so it can be hard. Change can be hard when things are ending or things are beginning, but you are just, it's like taking the bull by the horns. What does your soul say? So you must be listening to your soul here. 62-8 is the Strength card. What does your soul say? What does your soul say? They're talking about how you've been using what your inner spirit wants and you've been moving in that direction. This card's telling you it is the right direction. Keep going. Well done. Ah, my goodness. Rise, rise, rise. Oh my God, I feel like I need to give you a round of applause. I would be loud. So there it is. Such a good job. You've been listening to, you've been listening to the voice of your soul. You've been listening to what your soul has to say. You've been trying your best to follow the nudges that you're getting from within yourself, from your divine self. You've been noticing what's calling you. Thank you is how they're saying it. What's calling you. 57, 12 is the Hanged Man, 3 is the Empress. Yeah. Rising, the Hanged Man takes a break and flips himself upside down on the tree of life. He ties himself to the tree so he can look from an upside down viewpoint to see something differently. This is going to help you rise. Listening to your soul is going to help you rise. It's helped you. If there is a new path that you have in front of you that you are nervous about, group number 2, the first thing you want to be proud of yourself for is for recognizing the path, that the path is even available, okay? And that you've been able to notice it, because that's huge. Some people are walking around, they're not paying attention to their new opportunities and what they're able to do, okay? But you are. And this path is meant to help you rise. Obviously. I mean, they couldn't be any more clear, right? And the Strength card, it's like it takes courage to listen to what your soul has to say. Let's see what we have here. Oh, yes. We're only reading upright today, they asked, of course. I'm happy to read reverse cards when they ask, but this is a very positive reading where we're patting ourselves on the back and being very proud of ourselves for our accomplishments and how far we've come. And you are embarking upon a new path here, and you're using your own ability to manifest what it is you want. Yeah, you may doubt yourself sometimes. So keep asking yourself, what does my soul say? What does my heart have to say about it? Because this is going to lead you to a place where you are, because you are meant to rise, they just said, because you are meant to rise. And you're kicking it off with the 10 of Cups. This energy is community fulfillment in family, your cups being full, everybody's cups being full, gathering in divine love, divine joy, divine enlightenment. I don't know why they said that. Usually I would not read that card as divine enlightenment. And here we have what's normally pictured in the Strength card, the infinity symbol, okay? Strength card is number 8. And you've got the 62-8 here. So whatever it is that is fulfilling you, it seems as though you've been able to move yourself to a place. Maybe you're in just a great community, or you feel as though you're fulfilled. Your life is in harmony. It's okay. Even though you might be scared to take this new path, because I'm feeling for some of you, it might be like, but it feels like anticipation energy as opposed to massive scarcity and fear, because you have fulfillment here and you're following the voice of your soul. Oof, okay, Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about mental conflict, okay? But it's also about using your mind to ignite your ambition, to ignite your third chakra, which, see these yellow bits here? They kind of look like yellow flags here. You're tapping into this strength energy, which is about ambition, determination, going the distance is how they want me to say it, going the distance. So if this Five of Swords is has been bothering you, like let's say you're in your head and you're wondering, is this the right path? I'm not sure. Always return to what your soul says and divine harmony, because you have it available to you. You've been able to get to a place where you can tap into that, or how they're saying it is you can recognize it in your actual life. So look around for where that divine love resides in your life, where that harmony resides in your life. And then ask yourself what your soul says. You need to be proud of yourself for even going in to do that. Then you can get out of this kind of sharp energy in your mind and use it instead to catapult you forward. Because look, you're meant to rise here, right? Oh yeah, and come out of worry. The Nine of Swords is a worrisome card. So you've got two swords that are indicating it is time for you to come out of mental worry, to not use this kind of, to not use your mental, I'm just seeing what they want me to say here as far as the word. To not use the turmoil in your mind to lower your standards is what they just said. To lower your standards. It's like being able to rise and rise again, not getting taken down, because it's so beautiful. She has this rose, right? And it's unharmed. They just said it's unharmed. These two cards are mental conflict, and they're flanking the rise card. So you're meant to be able to come out of that, if you will, to not use the mental worry to slow you down, but instead turn it on its back. Thank you. Turn it on its back in order to rise. Turn it. Right side up, right? Remembering I'm on the right side here. I'm coming from a place of fulfillment and harmony. That's where I want to reside, where all my cups are filled all the time, where I'm not worrying about whether or not I have enough, do enough, am enough. Instead, I'm listening to the voice of my soul. Whoa. This is a bug, and I'm going to take a moment to take care of it. I'll be back. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. Bug is gone. I'm guessing he was attracted to my lights that are here. So as I was saying, it is time for you to rise and to get out of this mental distress or turmoil that they were talking about. Okay, I'm going to pull from this Simplicity Tarot for you to get a little bit more information. As you journey forward, they just said, as you journey forward. Interesting. Oh, thank you. Okay. The Five of Cups. This is a card of, the word they're using is longing. Okay, fine, I'll take it. She has pessimism and depression here, but they're using the word longing. You can see this woman just paying attention to all of these spilled cups here. But look what's in the distance. This beautiful, they're talking about this, it's like a castle, or It's like her destination is how they're saying it. So she's just paying attention to the cups that are spilled, and she's not recognizing the fact that she has these 2 cups back here that are still available to be filled, that are still filled for her, etc. So make sure that you're understanding how far that you've come. Even if what you're coming from before you began this path, even if that came with some disappointment, look at what's up above this beautiful fulfillment, harmony energy. So if you have experienced some disappointment, some sadness, the goal is not to long for that anymore. It's to notice what you already have, right? Because you have the ability to be in high level harmony. And you should be proud of yourself for the decisions that you've made. Group number 2. Yeah, exactly. You are death. Of course, the death card comes up for your group. You've got number 1 here, which is the right path is what you're on. So endings and new beginnings. Interesting that these cards are kind of coming together here, which just kind of tells us you might be leaving a path that was disappointing. It's almost like I want her to turn around, pick up these cups, and then head into her new life, onto her new path. So just be proud of yourself, please, group number 2, for allowing something to close or allowing yourself to release it. Whatever the process for you is, right? Everyone is different. There's no right or wrong way to process a loss or process an ending. But you are doing it. There is a new beginning. There is a new path that has harmony involved, where you're listening to your soul, you're rising, and you're moving out of the mental confusion or turmoil and allowing yourself to begin, right? Paying attention to what you have instead of what you don't have or what you didn't have or what you had to let go of. The 6 of Swords, yes. Escape and travel. This is a card of transition. This is a card where spirit is guiding you forward. You see, they're safe and they're protected and they're being ushered through the transition. So as you rise from what is ending and you embark upon this beautiful new path, it's safe to know that you're being transitioned by spirit, that you're listening, you're guided by your soul and your spirit team, and they will be helping you through it. Because obviously, this is connected to the Rise card. They're helping you to move into a place where you feel like you have ascended. And oh my goodness, this card again for you. So yeah, you might feel conflict and defeat. You might, because it's showing up twice, group number 2, this is probably the message and the heads up. These readings are coming with this beautiful energy of well done, and also your spirit team and spirit coming in to remind you that you're human. So heads up. Your mind may be very conflicted here and really bothering you, okay? That's why they have this question here as you embark upon this new path. Always returning to your soul to ask what it has to say. Because we are human, you're going to have the mind going on, right? You're going to have the mental chatter. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. The key here is to heed the warning, right? Like to pay attention to the warning that is being given to you that says, and the solution to it that says it's time to transition out of that. Yes, you might have been disappointed, but you've got 2 more cups. It's time to let that go. There's a new beginning available, and we're helping you through it. You've got to be able to pay attention to your mind, and because you're human, the mind's going to come up, and if you're only listening to the mind and what it's focused on, especially if it's not focused on something positive, if it's focused on this pessimistic depression type of energy, then it's going to be not an easy path for you. It's going to be harder for you to rise. They're telling you there's a harmonious energy available to you as you embark upon this new path, but you have to ask what your intuition and your heart and your soul has to say about it too. So if your mind's giving you a problem here, which I can clearly see that it is, even through the transition, you're going to have this come up because these are connected and you've got it in the middle of position connecting these two. They're telling you, if your mind's telling you one thing, make sure you ask for the other side of the story. That's a huge, important practice, right? Make sure you ask for the other side of the story. This is going to help you continue to right things, keep things right side up. Things are looking up. And, they want me to in the card, it's time to trust that what goes down must come up. So yeah, there's a massive transition. You're on a new path that's going to help you and ask you to rise. So you need to be proud of yourself for recognizing that, for allowing yourself to transition, for embarking upon this new path. And you can remember that spirit is guiding you, even if your mind is really volleying up, is how they want me to say, volleying up some not so wonderful thoughts, some, like I said, pessimistic or negative thought prompts. What spirit is telling you is this is the right path for you. You should be proud of yourself that you've been able to choose this for yourself, or to at least be open to the transition to it. And please ask your soul also. It's not that you can get rid of your mind altogether, because that is not real. I'll just tell you that right now, group 2. It's not realistic here on the human plane to think that you're going to get rid of your mind altogether. You're not going to. You're going to be faced with the conflicts of your mind and worry perhaps, or some anxiety on this new path, but you're meant to rise. So they're telling you the answer. They're giving you the answer. The point is, you're meant to be proud of yourself for how far you've come, and the fact that you've been able to move to this place despite what may have happened in the past. You're embarking upon a new path. Well done. It's one of harmony and fulfillment. But you will need to contend with your mind, in which case you must go back and ask for the other side of the story. Ask for what your heart has to say. Ask for your intuition to give you the prompts to help you move forward, move out of the worry and the conflict of your mind. Because spirit is helping you transition. As you're doing that, they'll be feeding you. You know what I mean? And this will help you come to this point of rising. Okay, let's see what the final guidance is for the end of your reading here. Yes. Okay. Rhodonite. Find a way to forgive. So, however this just hit you, group number 2, you will know. They're saying everybody's different, but you will know what this card means. Find a way to forgive. This is a heart-centered stone. This is a stone that feels... This stone, look at this. Yeah. It's like stopping stressing over it and returning to your heart center and allowing yourself, first forgive yourself. I always tell people that. It's very important. Okay, it's not super easy to try to forgive somebody else who has harmed you, wronged you, etc. if you haven't forgiven your part in it first. Because relationships don't happen with one person, right? There's always 2 people involved or more, but you need to forgive yourself first, and this stone will help open up your heart if you feel called to use it, or any other stone that heals the heart, opens the heart, soothes that's a hard word to say for me right now, soothes the heart. Yeah. Okay. And your affirmation, which again, I feel as though this is the direct alignment that something you can come back to. For instance, if you're having a hard time through the transition, or if your mind is bothering you, or if you're only focused on, the past and not looking to what it is that you have available to you. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. So see, they're ushering you through the transition to rise. The more you align with appreciation, gratitude, they just said the word acceptance. When you're forgiving yourself, group 2, appreciate and love yourself at the same time, right? Even though I did this, even though I chose this, even though this happened, I love and forgive myself. I appreciate who I am. I love and forgive myself. Okay, the universe, that opens up a channel for the universe to just bring even more for you to love, acknowledge, appreciate, and feel grateful for. So that is the attunement. If you're up in your head, use this affirmation, because there isn't something new beginning for you, group number 2. I'm very excited for you. It leads you up. It moves you up. This is an up-leveling for sure. On the back of it looks like something that might have been quite painful, and you might still be kind of stuck worrying about it. But that's why, again, trusting your soul, asking for the other narrative as well from a really heart-centered, truthful, intuitive place is important. Okay, group 2, this is your reading. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. If you know someone else that may find it helpful, please share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tag the little bell, press that little bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Just remember, group number 2, it's a new beginning. What goes down? Time for it to come up. Don't allow your mind to stop you from embarking on that new beautiful path. You are meant to rise. You're meant to listen to your soul. You're meant to heal your heart. You're meant to move forward, and Spirit will be helping you all along the way. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we will be looking at reasons that you can be proud of yourself. And I'm very excited to do this reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the 3rd card, card number 42 in the Oracle of E deck, Magic Carpet. So it looks like you're going places. First off, really excited to see what this has for you. I am going to read the little description from the book because this deck is so fun. Okay, here you go. Group number 3. Go ahead, open it. It's your invitation for a personal magic carpet ride to anywhere you want to go. You don't even need to send an RSVP. Jump aboard, my friend. You are on your way to enchantment and miracles. Group 3, enchantment and miracles. Let's see how you got there. I know that it seems weird to be proud of yourself for a beautiful gift of the universe plopping itself in your lap and then you just jumping aboard because it seems like the absolute best thing to do ever and to expect enchantment and miracles. But I'm going to go ahead and say pat yourself on the back for that because some people don't even believe in enchantment and miracles, and it is completely available to you. If you chose this card, it is a 42-6. That is the Lover's card in the Major Arcana. That is a card of trust and choice, which means you have gotten to a place where you trust that you deserve and are worthy of enchantment and miracles, and that the universe is going to serve it up for you at all times. That's amazing. That's some really good high-vibing energy. Okay, just chose a card from you here for you here from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. These are to close out your reading. A little extra advice there at the end. And also I'm choosing one here from the Super Attractor deck. For the first couple of readings, I've realized this card here is the attunement. It's the alignment. It's the frequency by which you can return to, as you're moving through your life, as you're moving forward, patting yourself on the back for believing. It just feels like you believe. And like I said, that's not always super easy to stay in that kind of an alignment or with that kind of frequency. So let's get some more information here about it for you. Group 3, thank you. Sacred Creators card says, accept and receive enchantment and miracles. We just swapped those. So these numbers may be very important to you because we're getting them mirrored. 42, 24, 6, right? So that is, as I said before, the Lover's card, the choice card. So it also could indicate that there may be some really great choices you're making in relationships because we're getting it twice. We'll see what the rest of the cards have to say. Mainly this card is open up and receive. That is your whole job. And if you're already in that frequency and already doing that, well done you. Open up to receive the enchantment and miracles. You're about to go on a magic carpet ride. Unless you're already on it, then stay on it and enjoy. Success in transformation. Wonderful energy. 13 is the Death card. So this is all about rebirth, something ending, something changing, something transforming, something transitioning and being reborn to something wonderful, something very successful. So this magic carpet ride you're about to go on is going to bring enchantment, success, miracles. You're about to receive, okay? If you're not already doing that, if you're not already receiving, you can expect it. It feels like you've learned where to place your expectation, which is always in the hands of the divine. And you're learning that, if you don't believe in miracles, then they don't exist. But not you, group 3. You believe in miracles, you step into enchantment, and you're ready and open and willing to accept and receive them now. And this is going to provide you with great success, and it's going to close out some things that aren't aligned with that frequency, right? So it's important to remember, it's important to remember that as that happens, as you transition and transform, leading you to success, things may fall away. Let's see what else we've got. Only reading these upright today because this is they've asked me to. And it's a high vibe reading, right? The Knight of Wands. Yes, of course. This Knight is the fastest moving Knight. So this is a quick, sparky type of energy that you are in, that you are riding it. Maybe you've made some really quick decisions. What they're saying to me is some of you may have just decided, this is a little diatribe they're going on, but I'll sum it up as quickly as possible. Our minds complicate things a lot. That's the job of the mind, right? It throws things at you. It gives you all these these thought trains for you to be challenged with, basically. And yeah, yada, yada. They're going on and on. And when you listen to your mind, you can get lost on these thought trains. The Knight of Wands is the quickest moving knight. It allows the spark to come in and then action to be taken as quickly as possible. This magic carpet ride that you're about to get on here is one of forward movement. It's one of miracles. And when you expect from spirit, you'll start to see that showing up. You may be starting to feel it. If you have already been taking those sparks, taking that creation, taking that and moving it forward in divine alignment, and then allowing yourself to accept and receive, you are in complete alignment. You should be very proud of yourself. If you're looking to get into this energy and really trying to do that, you should also be very proud of yourself, because this isn't always the easiest thing. Your mind comes in to interrupt that and makes you question that. Sometimes with the Knight of Wands, it can be a bit of an impulsive energy. And so you want to make sure that you're allowing and you're not expecting from the wrong places. It's the expectation line that they keep talking about, right? It's great to expect from spirit, always, enchantment and miracles. Not so great to expect from humans, because sometimes we have to do that, but you can't control them. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, Two of Wands, an offer coming in, a decision that you'll get to make. They said it that way on purpose, a decision that you'll get to make. So sometimes it's like a decision you have to make, which feels much more heavy. For you, group number 3, this is a decision you'll get to make because you're accepting and receiving offers in order to be able to move into success energy. Let's see. Oh yeah, financial success for sure. Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is a very good energy. This magic carpet ride. Yeah, I would like to be aboard this magic carpet ride. It has very good energy, and it leads to something lucrative, something that puts you in a place of comfort, that makes you feel more grounded, that makes you feel relieved is how they're saying it. Relieved. It's success energy. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing energy, but she's also very practical. She uses her money wisely. She also isn't afraid to spend it on nice things and enjoy things. So whatever you're picking up here with the quick moving energy, again, just be wary of impulsivity around it. But the quickest track, like the magic carpet, is not going to be riding like wee at a slow pace. This is going to be a ride that you are getting on that is going to be moving quickly, and your job is to stay open and receive. If you've already been doing that, well done you. This is something huge to be proud of. It's not always easy to go with the flow, especially when things are moving quickly. As the opportunities come in, things will be let go of. So some things will not stay in order for these opportunities to come in. You'll be able to be directed and start planning for the future, right? The Two of Wands is often about two roads, or being able to see the paths and start to plan for success as things transform and lead to, obviously here, abundance, prosperity, where you feel nurtured and grounded and all right, and you can actually enjoy either some of that wealth Very sparky energy. Definitely has the undertone of like money for sure. So if this is about business for you and you are, stepping onto something that's about to take off, or you've had a really great idea and you're running with it, opportunity is coming as long as you stay open to receive. And you're not too impulsive, as I said, with it. If there's anything within you as you're moving through this process, group number 3, that gives you pause, it's best to wait, because that's the impulsivity piece. Let the magic carpet guide you to the opportunity. Open your arms, heart, and mind back up. If you're feeling, oof, what is this? I'm not sure what this is. Not exactly sure. Let's see. It's not that you get off the ride, right? You don't get off the magic carpet. You just go, you know what? I'm not going to think about it. Let's see where we go with this. Let's see what I notice. You open back up. You ask for the answer. You ask for the opportunity to be clear and present itself clearly. You ask spirit, and you let the magic guide you. You let the magic lead. Yes, balance and fairness. So everything's going to work out here. Especially if this is the type of person you are. If you're like the person who's always on the up and up, who's always doing things and you're giving and you're receiving all the time. If you're showing up and you've done the work, it's all working out for you exactly as it's supposed to. 7 of coins, yes, investment and determination. This is the card that says what you've put into this is going to bloom, blossom, yield money and fulfillment, right? So what you've invested, well done in what you've been investing your time, your energy, your love, thank you, into what you've been investing your money into perhaps, okay? This is going to yield. They just keep saying that. This is going to yield fulfillment. Whatever that looks like for you, it may not be money. It may be, it's real. They're like, meh, it's money. It feels connected to money just because we don't have any cups. We've got fiery energy moving to you to opportunity and success that transforms your life into something beautiful, luxurious, and grounded. Yeah. And it shows here that this is all going to work out so well. The insights that you've had are going to come in and balance your life out, feel really good. And the work that you've put in, be very proud of yourself for sticking with it, they just said. For sticking with it, or for, not slaving over the days and the nights and the hours and but if that's what you've been doing, then be proud of yourself. And maybe time to take some action and sit back and enjoy the ride a bit so that you can receive exactly what kind of opportunities are coming for you. Because something is ending, something is changing. With this 13, they brought me back to the death card energy again. Something is being reborn in a different way that creates a beautiful, lucrative energy here. And it's because, be proud of yourself for doing the work. It's because you've done the work, that you were determined, that you kept at it. Oh yeah. Set rules and authority. The Emperor card. Yes, of course. The Emperor is the leader of his domain, right? He is, and you got the sword here. She takes the sword of insights, whatever it is that's coming in for you, that's going to turn out wonderful, and plants it right in the ground there and says, this is mine. This is what I worked for. This is amazing. He's an authority figure that runs his own life, that feels really good. He is a leader. He likes structure. She, the Queen of Pentacles, also likes practicality. So they're kind of, it feels like a grounded energy, basically. That's what it feels like. 4s are very stable energy. So you're moving into a stability energy. If you've already done that, oh my gosh, good luck. The Wheel of Fortune and change. Yep, the universe is on your side. Here's another sword just coming in. More from the universe, more from spirit here. I mean, they'll lead you. You're on a magic carpet ride with miracles. Even more miracles come at the end here. So trust it. Trust yourself. I don't see any huge warnings for you at all. Group number 3. The only thing that comes up is to just be aware of the transformation, right? Because Something needs to end in order for you to move into this energy and to sort of reap what you have sown and be the authority in your life and move to success and good luck. Well, it's your destiny. That's what they're saying. So you hopping this magic carpet ride and really opening up and believing, as I said, not everybody can do that, because whatever it is that you believe, you're correct. If you don't believe in miracles, you're not going to see miracles. Miracles come in small, tiny little packages and huge opportunistic packages. They come in beautiful, big packages as well. And you may be getting them all the time. If you're on this magic carpet ride here coming up and you believe it, you accept that miracles do exist, that you are in a space where destiny is smiling upon you and the universe has a place in that, and you're taking the action where you need to, and then you're opening up to receive, and you're letting things go through the transformation because it leads you to success and you know it. I mean, yeah, it's almost like you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Unless you clutch on to what wants to leave or what is transforming. But I don't know. I feel like this is already in motion. You know, if you've hopped the magic carpet, this is already in motion. Success is yours. Fulfillment is yours. Yeah, I mean, look at all these beautiful cards. I love that you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Just telling you, it's coming all in for you. And they have a hand in it. This is like the Emperor energy is grounded. You've got your domain and Spirit's got your destiny in mind. And you guys are working together. So if you have already decided to believe in magic and miracles and in what was it? Enthusiasm? No. Enchantment and miracles, then pat yourself on the back because this is going to be a great ride for you. Group number 3. Well done. The work that you've done is about to pay off. Let's see what your final guidance is, final direction. Turquoise. Ooh, interesting. This is and it's related to this, they're saying, because of the coloring. Prioritize your health. Turquoise also has to do usually with the throat chakra there. I would start listening. If you want to get the turquoise to use it, then wonderful. But something is maybe you'll be able to prioritize your health with this success and this transformation energy because they're relating it by the color there with this card. Something, again, as I said, is changing or transforming or transitioning. So if you've already been prioritizing your health, well done you. Be proud of yourself for that. And if not, you may want to just make some small changes if that's what is available for you right now. Or at least, like they're saying, prioritize, which means put it at the top of the list somewhere, you know, in the top 5 it should be. Because your health is so important, you won't be able to enjoy your successes without good health, right? So put it on the top of your list is what they're saying. Very interesting. Some kind of transformation needs to be made in the health department. Really interesting for this to pop up. And you can be very successful in doing that, obviously. Success in the transformation of the health piece as well. Now, this final card is the alignment you want to come back to. That's what I've realized by doing the readings. So this is an affirmation card that's going to help you if you feel like, what's happening? I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. What are they talking about? Where are my opportunities? I'm having a hard time opening up to receive. Another group had this deck. So if you were drawn to had this card. Another group had this card. So if you were drawn to another group, you may want to check that out. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Appreciation, gratitude, acceptance. The more the universe will deliver for you to receive opportunity, success, and transformation. Making yourself a priority is key here. It's not from an egotistical place. It's from a place of knowing and being able to flow with the magic carpet and believing in miracles. I mean, if you're already believing in miracles, this is what you need to be proud of. And then continue down this path. Because it's leading to something wonderful. It's destiny, you know. It's fated energy. you're meant to have this good luck come in because of what you've done in the past. And now they're offering you up a magic carpet ride. Time to get aboard. Group number 3. All right, this was your reading, group 3. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below about what's resonating with you. If you know someone else that may find it helpful, you can feel free to share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you'll get notified. Group number 3, I'm so excited for you. I think it's, well, this is quick moving energy. You're about to go on a ride, and I hope you are ready. Like, strap yourself in. You're about to go on a miraculous kind of ride. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 3. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading today. If you're listening to this, then you chose the 4th pile, all the way to the right, number 19 in this deck, Bazinga. We are going to be getting messages and information on reasons you should be proud of yourself for today's reading. And I am going to read the short description from the Oracle of E for this card because I just love this deck. It has some really light guidance and it's fun. So we'll see how we kick off your reading with Bazinga, group 4. Well, don't you got it going on? Now's the time to revel in the sweet taste of fantabulous you. You've hit your mark. Go on, take a victory lap. Pop a cork. Let's get this party started. Celebrants are lining up at the door. Okay, so group 4. Well done, you. You have something to celebrate. Be proud of yourself for how far you've come, or whatever it is that you're doing in your life now that deserves celebration. They're showing me this. So this could be a small thing or a big thing. It doesn't matter. You've made it. Way to go. The card literally tells you that. So this is a celebratory energy. You have made it to a certain place in your life. Maybe you've been able to accomplish something that you've always wanted to accomplish. Also, I'm gonna flip it because it showed it to ourselves, and we're gonna use this at the end of the reading for extra guidance. If you saw that, you needed to see it up front. That's the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Okay, they were talking about how you may not be noticing, all right, the things that you've already accomplished, and this is a card that's asking you to start paying attention to that and notice them and celebrate. This is a celebratory energy. This is an acknowledgement energy. You've made it. You've made it. You've made it. Way to go, group 4. Way to go. So you need to be, what you can be proud of yourself about is on the back of reflection. So this is an affirmation card, Super Attractor. I'm putting it here with this Crystal Inspiration deck for the end of your reading. So you've made it. And if you don't know what they're referring to, that's why you need to reflect, because it is a time of celebration. This reading is about celebration for you. Most people wouldn't be celebrating something that they're not proud of. So look back, reflect on what it is you've been able to accomplish. Bazinga, you made it. You're here. And you've been able to accomplish lots of different things that are amazing. And they need you acknowledging that now. I love it. They're so proud of you, obviously, if you picked the Bazinga. Let's see what we've got here. Nourish the nourish the sacred feminine. 18, 9. This is the Hermit card. 18 is the Moon card. So, and as you can see, you got this beautiful moon. The sacred feminine is about intuition, okay? Divine intuition. So getting in touch with yourself and getting in touch with what lies within you and what you're able to channel in for yourself, or what it is that you're able to connect with and flow with and nurture within yourself. Nourish the sacred feminine. So they're asking you to do that if you haven't already been doing that. If you have been doing it, then celebrate because you have every reason to be proud of yourself. The moon card is also a card of intuition. So it's really the hermit card mixed with the moon card is a card of, those cards say solitude, introspection, right? Tapping into your inner guidance, trusting your intuition, trusting your inner guidance, digging into, look at what might be stopping you from seeing all of the amazing things you've been able to accomplish, right? Okay, let's see. Limitations inspire innovations, 52-7, the Chariot. Limitations inspire innovations. Okay. They're talking about how some of you may only really recognize, what it is you don't do well instead of what it is you do well. So that's why there's this big call to celebrate the things that you do well, the things that you have been able to accomplish, the markers that you have been able to hit, the successes, right? They're talking about the doors you've been able to open. That may, if that resonates with you, then you can take that. The doors you've been able to open. So it's remembering that from everything comes something good if you can allow. From everything comes something good if you can allow. That's how they're saying it. Which means even if you view something as a limitation for yourself, group number 4, it can be inspiring and it can help you change your life. Change the way you look at something. It can help you see what you're meant to celebrate, because this reading is all about a call to celebration. It's all about helping you understand what it is that you're meant to celebrate and be proud of. If you haven't, going within yourself to see what's not allowing you to do that there because of maybe these limitations. Innovation. Okay, Knight of Swords. I'm just going to pull these 3. Thank you. Only upright tarot today because of the frequency of the pull in general. That one gets stuck. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Yes, innovation, innovation, innovation. The Knight of Swords moves things forward quickly once the strategy is clear. So this is channeling in information and being able to move it forward. They're telling us with this card that you have done this. You've been able to create some wonderful, beautiful, inspired things. You've been able to complete them, I feel. That's how I feel. And you might not be telling yourself the truth about yourself. And they don't like that. They want you to look back and go, it's like a focus on what you've been able to move forward, bring to fruition, how you've taken action and where you've been driven to accomplish things. And then maybe you think, they're not that big of a deal. To Spirit, they are. And they're proud of you. And they want you to be proud of you too. Like, stop sort of going, meh, it was all right. Oh, yes. See, the Magician card. 19-1. 1. You are the magician. You have been able to create things. You also, yeah. Okay. The Magician card is whatever it is that you want to manifest and you think about and you're inspired by and you are connected to, you can bring into form. So this card is a card of power. The Bazinga card is a 19-1 card of power. It tells you you've been able to bring things into form, but with it being close to the limitation card, that could be definitely a warning from Spirit to say, like, it's whatever you believe you can create, you can create. And if you feel or believe that you are limited in some way, even though that may be the reality of the situation, you can spin that to innovate something here. So if you believe you can't do something, then you're not going to be able to do it. That's just life. But if you believe that you can do it, then of course you will. You can shift something. You can actually be inspired by something that seems otherwise uninspiring altogether. But it's up to you. And you have the magic. You have the magic. And you've already done it. You've already done it, group 4. You've already been able to do it. They're wanting you to remember what you've been able to accomplish and then, like, throw a party in your mind, in your heart, in your home, in your however you want to throw a party. Fair, justice, 11-2. Okay. They're talking about the truth. They're talking about the truth here. Sometimes this card is one of truth. Yes. Because it gives you the, like you can't mess around with the Justice card. It moves right to the truth, right? Heart, your heart and spirit with this feather. Your heart and spirit both know the truth. Look at this feather. Seeing the truth. Thank you. Seeing the truth is going to be important. This is part of your path here. That's why they want you going within with this moon card and looking back to reflect, to actually tell yourself the truth about what it is you've been able to create. Because I think it's something wonderful, group 4. That's how I'm feeling. It must be something wonderful. If Spirit's like, time to pop the corks. Way to go. Woohoo, you. You know, it must be something wonderful. And some of you will be like, yes, absolutely. The Hierophant showed its face, so we're taking that. Must be something wonderful, and I'm assuming that it is. But some of you may not recognize how wonderful you truly are. Now, this is not an egoic thing, right? This is an intuitive thing. It's the track that says, I am amazing and it's okay for me to acknowledge and accept that. Okay, the Hierophant with the 7 of Wands. Perseverance she has and valor here. He's like, I got this. So you've been able to get through some stuff here. Yes, group number 4. Beliefs and ethics. This Hierophant is really connected to, like, everything's going to, it's the truth and commitment. What, again, with the belief energy, it's like whatever it is that you believe, you have created. You've been able to move things forward in the past. It's time to celebrate that. And you're going to move forward here with this truthful energy. But it's a call to celebrate. Again, I can't say it enough. It's a call to celebration. So if you haven't been able to see that, I think it's a time for a pause to just take a look back, look within yourself, because you have been persevering with this beautiful, grounded, committed energy. I feel like group 4, you're the one who, you know, you see something, you want to achieve it, and you do it. You show up and you're getting it done and you're making it happen. And you're always looking at the, like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing I can do? And that's why Spirit's like, we need you to take a little bit of a break and, like, enjoy what you've been able to accomplish, because, you know, you're that person. You make commitments, you keep them, you show up, you persevere, you move through limitation. If you've been going, oh my God, you can move through it, right? Oh my gosh, I can't do that. It's just not your natural energy, it feels. And they want you to celebrate it, to, like, boost it up, because the 7 of Wands says, you've been, they're just saying with this card today for you that you've made it through some challenging situations where you've been tested, you've been pushed, you've met obstacles and you've overcome them, and you hold tightly to who it is you are and what it is you do, you know, and it is something to celebrate. Bazinga. The Page of Cups, emotional message and a surprise. Ooh, well, that's the innovation energy. So if you find, you know, if you've been noticing that you feel limited in some area, you don't have the solution yet, or you don't feel like you're moving it forward the way you were able to before, they may want you to reflect on what you've been able to accomplish to give you that piece of information, because this is a surprise. Or an emotional message is what she has here. The Page of Cups is an energy that allows you to step into creative, like, exploration. The Page of Cups has potential. It's what am I inspired by right now? And so if you just keep going and going, you're like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? It can be hard to feel inspired. And Spirit, I think, is trying, yes, they're trying to bring in this message for you. This feels like, you know, this could come in any way because it has emotional message. It could come through a song is what they're giving me. It could come through a song, or it could come through like like watching something. If you're watching something and you get emotional, it feels so connected to you. It's a surprise piece of inspiration here to inspire you to innovate where you may have felt like there was lack or stagnancy. and the Eight of Cups. Walking away and separation. Is this on the break I'm asking? That's what I'm saying to them. Is this on the break? I don't know. They're like silent, group 4. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that's no longer fulfilling you. Oh, thank you, yes. That's no longer inspiring you. But you got to get this message first, which requires the celebration. So I'm really proud of you for how far you've come for what you've been able to accomplish. And Spirit is asking you to be proud of you too, and to actually take a moment to celebrate, relax a bit, especially if you feel stuck, if you feel limited. It's like a moment to go back within, a moment to return to your heart center, to experience some happiness, some joy, to celebrate you. It doesn't have to be a crazy celebration. It could be whatever it is that you want. But that's what's going to bring, like, because you've been in this kind of energy, they want you to move into this kind of energy where you're able to open up to some sort of they're saying a hint, a hint from the universe. And it may catch you right in the heart, right? It may give you goosebumps all over because you're like, oh my gosh, this is so connected to me. This is exactly what I was looking for, right? I was so limited, but now I'm inspired. It feels like it's going to come out of nowhere, but it's on the back of relaxing a bit or enjoying a bit. And then you can walk away from whatever it is that was plaguing. They're saying the word plaguing, was plaguing you, group 4. And that may be emotionally plaguing you or in your mind. I think it's covering sort of all of this limiting energy, not trusting what your intuition is saying and not nourishing that feminine part of you, which really, again, it's not like male or female type of vibe. It's more like the energy of the feminine and the energy of the masculine. The energy of the masculine is action-oriented, right? It's external, it's bright, it's let's go, let's take action. What can I do about this? How can I think about this? The feminine energy is internal and intuitive. How do I feel about this? And so they're going to try to get an emotional message to you as you're opening up to that, because it's important for you to go within at this point. You've made it to a certain place, and yeah, they're like, this is the sun card, right? Right. It's like the 19 is the sun card. It's like you have every reason to celebrate. You've made it to success. You've been successful. So if you haven't recognized that in yourself, group number 4, it's time to do that. And then I suspect that you're going to get this beautiful truth, like a truth bomb. And it may come emotionally, so pay attention, because it's going to help you walk away from or leave in the past anything that you were pondering, they're saying, that actually isn't in alignment. And that's why you were pondering it. You're like, something's off here. I'm not sure. You'll be able to walk away from that with clarity as you give yourself the break and return within. Because it feels like you're not supposed to push right now at all, group 4. Because you've made it to a place. You're supposed to celebrate. Like, way to go. Enjoy for a second and see what comes as you like kind of allow yourself to do that. All right, let's see what we have for final guidance for you, group 4. First, we've got the Daily Crystal Inspiration, which we did see. That's right, this flipped. The wow, my tongue is so tied today. We're getting closer to the retrograde. Tourmalinated quartz. Get out of your own way. And there it is. Right? So we did see a glimpse of that card, but it's just doubling down on clearing your energy and not trying to push, right? Instead, you're the sun, you've made it, positivity, fun, success, celebration. And this is the alignment you can come back to. That's what I've realized throughout these readings, that this affirmation is something that if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling limited or you're feeling like you're pushing or you're trying to do when they're asking you to go within and to listen and to receive, you can come back to this. Let's see what it says for you. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. Boom. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, which is all this going within energy and limitations, inspiring innovations energy, right? The light in the dark, I redirect my power toward what I want. And look, the eye, the magician, the redirection, the inspired action. You've already done it. Things are shifting a bit, and you need to pause to celebrate. And redirecting in the darkness, going within to be able to receive the messages and see the light here. It all turns out very well with the truth. You'll get clarity. That's what it feels like. You're gonna have clarity at the end of it. Yeah, and a surprise apparently, which I love that she puts that there. A surprise that's going to relieve you of whatever it is you've been trying to figure out or trying to carry or it's like you're looking in these cups for something, it's just not there. So you're going to be able to walk away because you found it here or Spirit provided it there. And then you just like use the power of the magician to direct your energy there once you receive it. But you got to get out of your own way. So no more pushing, group number 4. It's all about success and celebrating what you've been able to accomplish. Group 4, this is your reading. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment down below. And if you know someone else that might find it helpful, please share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Very excited for you to take some time and experience lots of joy and celebration. You made it. Way to grow. Group 4, get up out of your own way so you can get back to receiving and redirecting your attention to manifest even more beautiful things to celebrate. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 4.